Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Spin Less, Scrap More. This is layout number 3. This time I am going to be doing a double page layout. I am rather limited on the papers that I have left, and basically because I have this green one. I'm not super crazy about the pattern on the backside. I don't hate it. It's just not, I don't know, I just kind of wasn't feeling it, I guess is what you could say. And then I have this snowman one, which I love this snowman one, but it is definitely a little bit, because it's, like a white background to it, it's a little bit harder to use. I am happy with this layout though, and you will see how it comes together. Again, I am following a sketch by Scrapbook Generation when I am not feeling a lot of mojo or just kind of just not feeling it. They are my go-to for sketches because I feel like I can almost always just find something to scrap lift or, a sketch to follow, and it just makes it a little easier. And then, kind of once you get back into your room, sometimes, you get going with the flow and it's a little easier. That's kind of what's going on with me here. I've done more layouts since then, and I feel like I'm kind of more back on the upswing. Again, I just want to mention that you might see me using that wet glue a little bit, and I am just using that to use it up. And it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of a reinforcement. I did eventually put it away and I haven't used it up, but mostly because I was kind of tired of pulling out two different glues, one with the fine tip for smaller things and then that one as well. But if you see me using it here or there, it is just to use it up. So here is kind of the basis of, or the base of my layout, I guess you could call it. I did ink all the edges. I think I haven't mentioned that in any of the videos, but I did ink all the edges with my gray Close to My Heart ink. And gray, honestly, I feel like unless it's really a brown type of themed or, unless it's got a lot of browns in it, I really haven't even been pulling the black out very much. In fact, well, of course, I haven't been scrapbooking as much, but all the layouts I've done recently, I've been using this gray. So I'm quite happy with it. I do wish that I had a little bit lighter of a gray, so I might keep, an eye out for that. It's not a necessity, and all I have to do is just ink a little lighter to get a little bit lighter of a gray. But this ink really kind of can show up as gray, or you can go a little bit darker and go more towards the darker side if you didn't want to use a full-on black. So anyways, I am inking on my edges, so that does also help that white snowman paper to stand out quite a bit. Now, I'm not really sure what's going on with my white cardstock, but you're going to notice quite a few. I try to fix it for the still shot photos, but you can see I'm kind of trying to bend it there. It seems like a lot of the papers that I've been using lately, I don't know, maybe if it's the way I'm storing it or whatever, but it is kind of like it's bending on those one sides. So a lot of times I've been flipping it over and I can glue stuff to the other side of it, but this time I had already written the date on the opposite side of that one, and so I didn't want to mess around with that or whatever, and so I just went with it. But if you see me kind of changing, kind of messing with it, that's why. I'm not really sure what's going on. I might just have to change the way I store it. Now, these are the photos that I have, and this sketch worked very perfect for these. I really like it, just worked really well, these photos. I will say I did print all of these photos. I think there was one kid with a bright green jacket, there was one kid with a bright orange jacket, and another, I can't remember the color of the last jacket, but these are from 2016, maybe 17. And at the time, I just figured instead of trying to find papers, which this paper collection I think actually would have went really well if they were colored photos, but I just went ahead and printed all of these in black and white. So just adds for a little bit of fun. And I don't do a lot of black and white photos, so hey, why not? It's the story that's being told, so that's all that matters. You know, nobody's really going to care if they're black or white or not. um, yeah, these are some photos. We don't get snow here super often. They told us we were going to get a lot of snow this winter, but of course, you know, the news people are really never right. So we didn't get a lot of snow. So I'm hoping for next year. But we went to the local school and had a lot of fun sledding. So I really like, I think all these small photos are 3x3. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking just random ones, and I think it does kind of go up, down, kind of in a zigzag pattern. You can see I matted the large photo. I'm doing this for a couple different reasons. One is because at this point, I actually thought this was going to be the last layout I was going to get from this collection. I did not have as easy of a time, I think I mentioned in another video. It wasn't what I really expected. So from now on, I do need to pay a little more attention to what I'm buying. But also, so I'm trying to basically use up a lot of that green pattern paper. I have like half of a sheet of it up there. And so I'm matting these on green. I did the 4x6 photo because I really wanted it to kind of stand out as like a main photo. And then these ones just, you know, help tell the story. But um, so those are the two reasons, to help them stand out, to bring that green around a little more, and to kind of use up the paper. Um, Spoiler alert, I do actually get another layout done, and you know, I was actually really surprised, but I just kind of went for it and thought, hey, you know, can't hurt anything. So again, here I am adding more ink. I did cut apart from, I think it's on the other side of the snowman paper, for some journaling. That was also on the sketch, I believe. So I think I follow this sketch fairly closely. A lot of times, you guys know me, I'll follow the sketch fairly closely, but my clusters might end up being a little different. Sometimes I change the sizes of the photos. But this time I think I'm pretty much kept to what they had. And this is actually a great sketch if you have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9 photos on here. This might have been a 10 photo layout, but I can't remember. So, yeah, I really honestly don't remember, but it's a great one if you have a lot of photos. So one of the things that, again, I wanted to use on this sticker sheet, was this title. You know, I chose, like I mentioned in the intro video, that I like Photoplay because they do have like title stickers and stuff on their sticker sheet. I did the Winter Fun and the Snow Day. I'm not going to get the Frostival one used, but I don't really mind, you know, whatever. But I decided to go with the Snow Day. It's not my absolute favorite on there, and I think it's because it has like the reds. I think in the end it all comes together really well, but I think it's also that yellow that kind of throws me off a little. I think I was thrown off by that yellow a little bit, but I'm going to work on my clusters, and I did use the Snow Day. I'm using this sledding party, which I tried to use on the very first layout, and I didn't end up using it. Just, I don't know, I didn't like the colors. And I'm going to mention another YouTuber. It's Scrapbooking Quebec, and her name's if I could talk. Dorothy Guinan, I think is how, and I apologize if I'm saying that totally wrong. I've been like binge watching her YouTube lately. She is really good about taking ephemera pieces and just kind of tucking them. And you might see like half of a face of an entire fox, but it goes really well with the entire theme of the layout. And it just looks good. And I've just been really enjoying her style. And I mean, I've always enjoyed her channel. I will leave a link below to her channel, but I I really feel like I've never thought about tucking things as much as she does and covering things up. because it still tells the story, you're still using it. So I'm going to kind of pull from that vibe for this layout. So at this point, you don't really see a whole lot of that yet. There's a couple other layouts. Is there another layout? I think there's another layout where I kind of did the same thing. But I'm going to start by putting this snow tag down. And I don't tuck mine nearly as much as she does. I think she doesn't really do it, I don't think, so much with word phrase stickers. It's more like, maybe an animal or a tree or something like that. But this is kind of, you can see I'm kind of starting along those lines with this cluster up here because I'm just kind of tucking those all together. And even in the end, some of the snow on that banner that says snow, 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 I'm going to do it with that one, and it's going to end up, some of the words of the snow are going to get covered up. So give it a try. If there's like an ephemera piece where you only like a tiny piece of it or something, or you just really want to use it, try tucking it really behind something, or check out her channel and see how she does it and let me know what you think. But it's interesting. I'm kind of enjoying it. That's all I'll say about that. I know I'm going on and on about that, but I really wanted to use that sled as well that says we. I think that's fun and it's perfect for these photos. I did use that snowman head. That was like a for sure thing that I had to use. Like I said, I couldn't find any snowman photos, so it didn't end up quite, let's just say this entire series did not go the way I planned it, but it turned out just fine. And also at this point, because I didn't think I was going to get another layout done, I'm just kind of taking everything and adding it on there and seeing how I can make it fit and make it work. I don't end up using that hot cocoa, although looking at it now, that yellow hot cocoa actually kind of picks up on the yellow of that snow day letter. So I actually probably could have put that on the right hand side of the layout and really pulled that in, but I think it was also because there was really not a lot of other yellow stuff. I'm not going to lie, this is not my favorite of this series. I like the layouts. I think I should have just not got this. My original instincts was like, nah, I don't need to get this collection or anything like that. I'll find something else. But it was also kind of, there's not a lot to choose from out there. Even the new collections that are coming out, I'm not finding much that I really want to use it for. There's a couple Echo Park ones that are coming out, but their sticker sheets are not my favorite, and I don't want to buy their ephemera packs. I've been talking to quite a few people who, if you've ever looked at Echo Park's ephemera, not necessarily ephemera, it's not really ephemera, it's like a bunch of frames and tags, even though they have a separate frames and tags, but their chipboard is basically the exact shapes of their sticker sheet. So if I don't want to use the sticker sheet, I'm kind of out of luck, because even if I got the chipboard, it would still be the same things as the sticker sheet, and so on and so forth. So take a look at that. It's kind of interesting, actually, that they've been doing that. But so, yeah. And with Doodlebug, I don't really like to do this collection because I just like so much of the Doodlebug that, I don't mind having leftovers of Doodlebug, because that's something I will always go to, and you can always put them together with each other because they use the same colors. So I did mention in the intro video that is one of my favorite reasons that, or one of my reasons that Photoplay is my favorite for this series. I am almost done with what is recorded. I turned this off thinking I was done, and then I realized not only did I want to use up more of that green paper, but it needed something more. And so I was just sitting there one day and I thought, I'm going to try adding some trees around. So here is the still shot photos, and you will see that I just die cut some out and I added them around. And also I added a little bit of, I'm not super crazy about the snow that I added onto the trees, but you can see that that really kind of adds a little something to the layout. And I feel like that's what it needed for the final finishing touch. So let me know what you think of this layout, and I will see you guys next time. I have one more layout for this series. All right, bye.